Picture this, you're a 17-year-old kid, playing in one of the greatest football academies in the world. You've already made a name for yourself, destroying defenders in youth games. But now, you're about to step onto the biggest stage, playing alongside legends, in front of thousands of fans, with the weight of expectations on your shoulders. For most teenagers, that kind of pressure would be overwhelming. But for Lionel Messi, it was just the beginning of his journey to becoming the greatest footballer of all time. At just 17 years old, Messi wasn't just a talented prospect. He was a once-in-a-lifetime phenomenon. But just how good was he at that age? Was it obvious that he would become the best player in history? Let's find out. Before we talk about 17-year-old Messi in the first team, we need to understand how he got there. Messi arrived at La Masia in 2000, when he was just 13 years old. Even back then, Barcelona coaches were in shock at what they were witnessing. His dribbling was out of this world. His low center of gravity made him impossible to knock off the ball. His finishing was already elite. By the time he was 16, he was already training with the first team, and players like Ronaldinho, Xavi, and Puyol were stunned by his ability. Xavi once said he had never seen anyone like him before. It was clear he was going to be special, but talent alone isn't enough. What truly set Messi apart was his fearless mentality. He wasn't just playing with older players, he was embarrassing them in training. That's why, in 2004, Barcelona knew they had to fast-track him to the senior team. October 16, 2004, Barcelona vs. Espanyol. A 17-year-old Lionel Messi is subbed on for Deco, making his official debut for Barcelona. It was a historic moment, but Messi didn't really get much time to shine. He only played 8 minutes, just enough to get a taste of top-level football. Still, those 8 minutes were enough to convince Frank Rijkaard, Barcelona's manager at the time, that this kid was something special. Over the next few months, Messi started getting more chances in the first team. And when he finally scored his first goal, the world knew he was about to become a star. Fast forward to May 1, 2005, Barcelona vs. Albacete. Messi, just 17 years old, gets subbed on late in the game. Ronaldinho, the biggest star at the club, picks up the ball and spots Messi making a run. With one perfectly timed lob pass, Ronaldinho sets him up, and Messi does the rest. A beautiful chipped finish over the goalkeeper. The Camp Nou erupts as history is made. That goal wasn't just a moment of brilliance, it was a preview of what was to come. From that point on, Messi never looked back. At 17, Messi already had incredible dribbling. He could glide past defenders as if they weren't even there. Lightning acceleration. His first few steps were explosive, making him impossible to stop. Elite close control. The ball looked like it was glued to his feet. Fearlessness. He never backed down, even against the toughest defenders. Ronaldinho once said, "Messi is going to be better than me." And this was when Messi was still just a kid. His playing style at 17 was already insanely good, but he still had room to grow. And as soon as he got more minutes, he started destroying defenders regularly. By the end of the 2004-05 season, Messi had played 9 games for Barcelona and scored 1 goal. But the best was yet to come. In 2005, Barcelona played a friendly against Juventus. At the time, Juventus was one of the best teams in Europe, led by legendary coach Fabio Capello. Messi was still just 17. But when he stepped onto the pitch, he made world-class defenders look like amateurs. He was taking on multiple players, dribbling through tight spaces, and creating chance after chance. After the match, Capello was in disbelief. He went up to Barcelona's board and told them, "This kid is a genius. If you don't want him, I'll take him to Juventus." That game was proof that Messi wasn't just another young talent. He was a future legend in the making. If 17-year-old Messi played in modern football, how would he perform? Well, Let's compare him to some of today's best young players. Jude Bellingham at 17, already a top talent, but nowhere near Messi's dribbling ability. Kylian Mbappe at 17, a speed demon, but not as technically gifted as Messi. Lamine Yamal today, very talented, but not at Messi's level at the same age. Messi wasn't just a great young player, he was already playing at a level that some world-class players never reach. If he had played today, with modern training methods, sports science, and tactical systems, he might have become even better than he already is, which is almost impossible to imagine. So, just how good was 17-year-old Lionel Messi? The answer, unbelievably good. At an age where most players are just breaking into the first team, Messi was already scoring goals, dribbling past world-class defenders, earning praise from football legends, and most importantly, he was just getting started. We all know what happened next. Messi went on to become the greatest player in history. But looking back, you can see that at just 17 years old, it was already clear. Messi was different. What do you think? Was Messi the greatest teenage talent of all time? Or is there someone else who compares? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, check out this next one, where we break down another football legend's rise to greatness. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.